in the Obama campaign, when the people connected, we did see people turning out to the polls like they never did before. So we have to remember and reclaim that sense of connectivity that the people have.
It's actually a movement that seems to be happening of people's consciousness that's getting a reception from a leader that's in touch with the people.
I think Obama did a good job of making sure that he organized people who were going to go out there and be really enthusiastic and make sure that people saw that this was something historic and that they got out there to vote.
We are about to turn it out. We gonna show you what it's all about. So we fired up, ready to go. Fired up and we're ready to go. We fired up, ready to go. We fired up, ready to go. Hey y'all, it's a movement. Mostly run by students. See, say, brother, we can do this. Ain't nothing to it. I'm Tony Be Conscious, the Obama hip-hop hype man. If you don't think I'm legitimate, Google my ass. I am a virgin voter. Didn't want no politics. I thought these motherfuckers was irrelevant. And now in LA, I just ran to be a goddamn delegate.
All right, I get it. You don't vote. But how do you expect anything to change?
Anarchy.
Anarchy? Do you even know what that word means?
Yeah. Down with the system.
Have you ever even been to a political protest?
Well, no, but I've seen them on TV and stuff.
Seen them? So that makes you an anarchist?
Hell no, we won't go.
I used to be a big believer in diplomacy till I was staring at the barrel of the goals for me. Fuck you when your entire empire. I spit live wire rap till you expire. My land, my oil, my plans. Not your puppet government or your scams.
Any event that you look at, you see, seas of people, and the sea of people that you see is of every age, hue, just it exemplifies what America is about.
All of those inspirational rallies that Obama was able to get people to, and thousands of people, where is that harnessing with the political decisions? And so I'm wondering, was it just a short-term harnessing of political power, young people excitement? If it's short-term, then you know what, that doesn't do us a whole lot of good if we haven't figured out how to do it over the long term with critical issues.
My name is Ghost, and I came back from the dead with this kind of bad accent that I'm speaking with. And we're here talking about Trick or Vote. It's a nationwide costume canvas to get out the vote on Halloween.
You don't see a lot of young people take an interest in politics, and I think that that's a shame, and I think that needs to change. My name is Dominic Moreno. I grew up, born and raised in Commerce City. I was encouraged by people my age to run, which is really uncommon, I think, on any political level. There were positions available for at-large, for running for all of Commerce City. I specifically chose Ward 1 because that's where I grew up. I'm running against two guys. They're both older, around in their 50s. Both have done a lot for the community, and they both lived there for upwards of 30 years, so longer than I've even existed. And they know a lot of people. I think that people really like the idea that I went to college and I came back, that I'm bringing back my education, my experiences to help my community that I grew up in. I personally had an interest in politics and had an interest in community service and community affairs because my parents and my teachers demonstrated that from an early age.
We're trying to spook people a little bit, fight the fright of voter apathy, if you know what I mean.
A generation of people are not voting because they don't believe in the system. They lost hope in the system.
So we're building a coalition to pass same-day voter registration in every state to increase youth voter access to the polls. We find that the early registration deadlines keep young people from voting, and we'd like to see increased access for young people. So election day registration is a great model.
My generation does suffer from a little bit of a historical amnesia. It's not an easy problem to solve, I don't think, and I think our generation has some of the most to offer because we have our hands in everything. We were born with technology, and we're always out there on the internet.
But in a democracy, the key to effecting change is organizing and gaining a voice, right?
Just take things.
take things, Tom, I'm not talking about candy bars here. I'm talking real things like equality, liberty, opportunity.
I think in order for a black man to have been elected in this time, there had to be a combination of very unique and also orchestrated kinds of circumstances that came together.
After the election, I was really, really heartened. Hard for me to believe that, you know, America voted for a black man to be president of the United States, or a biracial man.
I think it's no accident that Obama is a light-skinned black man, which makes him less scary to some white folks.
It just drives me crazy sometimes when I hear people on the radio and they'll say, oh, well, you know, we elected Barack Obama president, so we can't be racist. I mean, how ridiculous is that?
The arguments that have been made about we're now in a post-racial society. We are in a post-racial, racist society and need to deal with it on those terms. My fear actually is not leading up to his election that he would be assassinated. My fear is that the guard comes down now and that he's more vulnerable now than he's ever been. But I think Obama can be and is a successful president.
So we have a black president, you're excited, I get it.
It's not about that. It's more what he stands for. Like a strong middle class, social values, community awareness,
Higher taxes, abortion, gun control.
racial equality in politics, civic engagement, true representation.
Falling dollar, unprovoked wars.
See, that's just it. You want to blame the system, but you don't even use the system. That's like pissing into the wind.
Huh?
It blows back in your region, and you have nobody to blame but yourself.
Thanks, I'll remember that.
Not a problem.
I think that ignorance runs rampant in America. I think that it's just absurd.
If you look at other countries, you know, a lot of people say, well, the liberal party in your country is the conservative party in my country, you know, like here we all agree that government is necessary. In other countries, that's not always the case.
The worst thing about these 8 years of George Bush?
The worst thing? Having to hear that motherfucker talk.
Nice. Excellent.
Our country has really gone down, and this is really reawakening the feeling of FDR, of JFK, and Lincoln.
We're putting the party back into politics in 08 and beyond, my friends. Right there. All part of the legendary party. Giddy up, Captain for President! Hey!